So I'm adding my own stuff in there as well. And if you don't feel confident enough or comfortable enough with that, feel free to add your coaches in my new coach training too. I mean, that is totally fine. And what I'm going to do is I am just going to keep that group up, and then I'm going to delete everybody out, and I'm going to just make myself do it every month, because I realize when I'm the one putting the group together, or when I'm the one doing the stuff, it just keeps me more organized for some reason. It keeps my head more organized. I don't forget about it. So it will be in there, and you guys can add your coaches if you guys like, but it does seem to be working. So like tomorrow will be Thursday, and I'm kind of using a chart, and I think I have that on my phone here. Let me look here, because I took a picture of it. And this is going to be kind of like a guideline for new coaches to help them. Okay, here's a couple of them. So like tomorrow is Thursday. It'll say Throwback Thursday. So I'm going to put tomorrow morning or tonight in the new coach training, I'm going to be like, tomorrow's Thursday, it's Throwback Thursday. You need to have a Throwback Thursday post, and here is XYZ examples. You can copy and paste if you have to, but use your own picture. So, or use a picture of a challenger, ask a challenger in our challenge groups. If you don't have your own challenger yet that's had success, use my pictures. I mean, I have had great, anybody in here, Tammy, Sarah, Heather, everybody in here has had transformation pictures. So just ask a coach, can I use your transformation pictures if you don't have your Throwback Thursday yet, okay? Because you want to be a shout out to somebody. And then, so I will tell them to post that. And then Friday, Flex Friday, of course. Sweat Saturday. So I'm going to put an example of each thing for them to post until they get used to posting. Because if you guys remember being a new coach, it is a little bit like, what do I post? Oh my gosh. I remember just watching coaches all the time trying to figure it out. Does that make sense, guys? And I am doing a Getting Started Zoom every Sunday night. And it made me feel good because I love the Fit Union Station podcast. I recommend everybody listen to it. I love it. There's so many top coaches on there telling you what to do. It's called, Wendy is actually the one that found it, and it's called Fit Union Station. And it's got one of my favorite coaches on there, Jeffrey Armbruster. I love him to death. And he talked about how he's always done a Sunday Getting Started Zoom for new coaches. So I was kind of doing that before, but now I'm doing it again, and we're just going to be going over new coach things on every Sunday night. So if you have new coaches, get them on there. And if you can, it's a good idea that you're on there with them, because you want them to see you as the leader, right? And this is going to be good practice for you guys, because eventually what we're going to do is delegate things off a little bit and be like, say Heather's like, man, I'm ready to step up and I want to do the Sunday. I'm comfortable with this. I want to do this now. And be like, okay, you're going to do that for a while. So you guys definitely want to show up if you have coaches. It's just kind of a learning experience. I've been share screening, taking them through the back office. Anybody have any questions so far? Okay, so when you sign your coaches, in our file section of the team page is Anita Myron stuff. I copy and paste her exact, what do you want to do as your coach or whatever, your why or whatever. Like, what do you want out of this business? Send it to them. And before you do your Getting Started Zoom, have them send that back to you. And I think all my new coaches on here sent it back to me right away. And I knew they wanted, some of them wanted to quit their job. Some of them wanted to, have their husband quit their job. They have really huge goals. And so I know that I'm going to push them now. So when I did my Getting Started Zoom, the very first thing we talked about was Success Club and getting to Emerald. Because as Heather said one time, that is what got her, she's had instant success and an instant paycheck, and that keeps your coaches motivated. That gets them excited. So if you guys ever want to hop on a Getting Started Zoom with me, I always welcome that. I always put that in my team page and say, I'm doing a Getting Started Zoom tonight, guys, with one of my new coaches. Hop on. So you guys are always welcome to get on there. But I love it. I do it with Zoom. You have a 40-minute time limit, and I talk about hitting Success Club and getting to Emerald. And then the next time we go over the back office a little bit. Does that help? And then I get them straight into the training. And so, like I said, you can put them in my training. That is awesome. I don't care. It's working, and I'm giving examples, I think. Do you think it is, Jolene, working? Because I know you've been through this before, too. But telling them what to post and not just leaving them stranded. Not that any of us leave them stranded, but we're busy, too, and it's, you know, it's just easier if you just, like, you know, just say, hey, post this day. So like tonight before I go to bed, I'm going to be organized, and I'm going to make sure that I tell them exactly what to post tomorrow and the next day. And some of them already know how to post. That's fine, but some don't. So it's good for them. Any questions? Okay. So never sign a coach and just leave them hanging. Always put a huge, when you introduce them in the team page, make them feel awesome. That is a huge deal. You know, do a fun picture on PhotoFi. Have fun with it. Like, whoa, like, make them feel like they are #1 coach, because that is totally going to, you know, and everybody's going to say, welcome, welcome, welcome. That's going to make them feel at ease and comfortable, and they're already building relationships with the team that way. So if you just add somebody in and not welcome them, and you just put their name in there, and then they're just like hanging there, they're not going to feel comfortable talking to people. They're just going to not. They're not going to ask questions because they don't even, you know, nobody knows they're there, if that makes any sense. I don't think anybody has that problem here, but any questions on that? Okay. So every Wednesday night, I do this on Monday night. I'm going to share the screen here. Hold on just a second. Oops. Cannot minimize Zoom when I'm recording. Well, oh, here we are. Hold on. Okay, I'm going to share the screen. Okay, Zoom. Uh-oh, what happened to it? Okay, share screen. Okay, it's not. For some reason, it's not letting me minimize that when I have it on recording. Oh, well. Okay, try this one more time, and if not, I'll just explain it. Okay, can you guys see this? Really going there now. Can you guys see this okay? No? Okay, it doesn't look like it's going to let me because it's recording, and I don't know why. But that's okay, I'll explain. If somebody can get on their back office and you guys can kind of open up your back office and look. Checking your downline is huge, guys. This is something I didn't get into the habit of until, goodness, probably not about 6 or 7 months ago. And it is huge. You need to be checking your downline every day. It's like I do that before I get up, before I get on Facebook every morning. I'm checking my downline every single day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Wednesday night's huge. But if you wait until Wednesday to check your downline, you might be screwed, because if you're diamond and you see a coach going inactive and you didn't check it till Wednesday night, it's going to be really, really hard for you when you only have 2 hours to find an active coach, right? So that's why I always check it every day, because, you know, I know Monday, oh my gosh, so-and-so needs to get an active coach. Then I know we have a few days to work on that. So when you go to My Business, and you go to my downline. What is it? Sarah, because I can't see it. What is it? Downline sponsorship drill down. Go to sponsorship drill down. And when you go to sponsorship drill down, you are going to click on each of your coaches' names. I'm so bummed that I cannot pull up my thing here. And you're going to click on their names. And if you see a red inactive, that's not a good thing. That might mean their Shakeology is about ready to be shipped. So that might not mean they're going inactive. But you can find out by clicking on their name, and then you can click on their order number and see when their last Shakeology was shipped. So if it says their last Shakeology was shipped June 11th, and it's June 15th, and they're showing red inactive, that means they probably canceled their Shakeology because it's already past their ship date. And so you need to contact them and see what's up. Does this make sense, guys? Okay. If the order date if it's like the 10th and I don't know, the 11th or whatever, it's close, just keep an eye on it. It just might mean their Shakeology is being shipped out. So and I know Sarah and Christy and Heather, I believe, I know, Tammy, I know you guys are like on this all the time because like I think I pretty well trained Christy and Sarah over the last few weeks, probably bugged the crap out of them. Like, did you check your drill down? You know, and they're like, I'm on it every single morning. That's the first thing they do is check their drill down. And that's kind of something I wasn't really trained to do. And so I want to train you guys to do that too, because I don't want you to be shocked if you're a diamond coach Wednesday night and you wake up and you're an emerald again. And it's just because you didn't check your drill down. So you click on your coach that's emerald and you can see when their coaches are going inactive, and you can check their dates as well. I can do a short video on this too if you guys want me to, since it's not pulling up. But some of you guys have quite a few coaches now where you've got to do this. You know, you don't want your coach to be shocked and they're a brand new coach and they're emerald and they're so excited they're emerald, but they don't know to check their drill down because nobody told them to, which, you know, I'm guilty of. I didn't know how important it was myself, and now I do. To be shocked to wake up just a coach, right? So you always want to, when you hit these big goals, because you guys are all going to get there, when you're striving for 2-star diamond or 5-star diamond or higher, you have a lot of money counting on a coach going inactive. So that is why it is so important now to get in the habit of checking your sponsorship drill down as soon as you sign coaches. So important. Because, and to have somebody help you, over this 5-star deal, I had 3 coaches that I had them go into my office and check for me every day too. Because I didn't want to just miss something. You know how you are, you're like, me and Christy went through this the other day. We were like, remember that? Anyways, you don't want to miss something. So if you are hitting a goal, have another coach that you trust get in your back office too and check for you. Because it is always good to have a couple set of eyes. It really is. Especially when you start hitting that 2 and 5s. And if you're almost diamond and you think I'm going to be diamond Thursday morning, but you didn't realize you had a coach going inactive and then you weren't, you're going to be really disappointed, right? Now my coaches that are not really working the business much, like, I might message them and say you're inactive, but usually I know if they're not even showing up to anything, they're just not working the business. I know that they're probably just not going to answer me back. But when I have a coach that is working the business and they want to work the business, I tell them up front, you got to be on Shakeology for one thing. And if you have you and your spouse, you at least need to be 50 PV. Because you can't be emerald without being an active coach. And if you're in this to build a business, so you always want to check your drill down. And I know some of you I just want everybody to get in that habit now, like now, because when you start hitting those big goals, you're going to be real disappointed when you don't get that big bonus because you just messed up on one person. Is that good? When you get to Emerald and Diamond, pad yourself like crazy. Don't get to Emerald or Diamond. I'm just using these two right now because, you know, don't get to Emerald and Diamond and think, woo, I'm good. You know, unless you are good with that. You might be, I don't know, but don't like stop. You know, because you don't want to have just two coaches and then one go inactive and then lose your Emerald. You want to be padded. So like when you get to Diamond, that's going to be really important to keep padding yourself. So you don't, like Bobby is one of my Diamond coaches. So I'm constantly padding him. I hit Success Club and bam, I'm putting coaches on him because I don't want him to lose it. So you just got to keep padding yourself as well. Don't stop. And they talked a lot about that too. When you get to Diamond, they see so many Diamond coaches that just, they get to Diamond. I was one of them. I just got to Diamond and I was like, okay, woo, I'm Diamond. And I just kind of didn't get it. You know, didn't understand the importance of keep moving up. They say you don't want to stay a rank longer than, I want to say six weeks. It's crazy. You want to keep moving your business forward. If you're in it to quit your job or make, I mean, who doesn't want to make extra money? Even if you love your job, who doesn't want to have tons of extra money just to take your, I mean, you guys see what Leslie makes in a month. She makes $47,000 a month. She's no different than us. I know Leslie. She's no different than us. She just talks to a lot of people, and she's not scared. I don't know if you guys seen her picture of her the other day, but they just got back from Chicago, and they, you know, drank a lot, ate a lot to celebrate. And she lifted up her shirt, and she was like really bloated, and it said, if you're bloated and you know, clap your hands or whatever. And she didn't care, you know, she didn't care that people seen her that way, but people appreciate her for that. So she's no different than any one of you guys. She just talks to a lot more people, and she gets frustrated just like everybody else. And she's got coaches that don't work the business like everybody else. You guys just keep doing it. Okay, I'm going to open it up for questions now. I'm really bummed I couldn't share the screen.
Could you put me in your training, because I'm so confused on what I'm supposed to post, like every day.
Who is that
talking? Courtney.
Who is it?
Courtney.
Oh yes, I'll put you in there. I'm gonna go in the house. My husband doesn't help me much at all. Okay, yes, I'll put you in there as soon as we get off.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Any more questions?
I have a question.
Yes.
Okay, so I've looked at as much as I could so far of what to post, but I just don't know, like, you know, what kind of pictures, you know, like you have a whole bunch of options, but I don't know which one's, you know, going to be best. It's I don't know. I feel I'm excited, but I'm so overwhelmed. I feel like.
Oh, don't be overwhelmed. I feel like the best pictures that honestly do good is pictures of yourself in your life. Those are the ones that people, because remember, you're in this to build relationships, and people can relate to you and not a picture of containers or whatever. Some people I do know are uncomfortable at first taking pictures, but I mean, I noticed you've been taking pictures of like your meal prepping and stuff, and that is awesome. Like, you're doing really good.
Okay.
You have had some really good posts for only being a coach for not even a week.
Yeah, and there's already been people like hitting me up, and I'm thinking in my mind, I don't know what to say to you.
Yeah. Well, you know, like when you when they like or comment on your post, or if they just ask on your post, what is the 21-day fix? All you need to reply is, Sarah, I will send you a message. That's all you want to say on that post.
Okay.
Because you don't want to give too much away on your post, because then everybody's like, then they feel like they already know everything and they won't message you.
Okay.
But then when you send them a message, I will help you with that. Let me know, and I've got a script for that.
Okay, perfect.
Any more questions? I'll just get into this since somebody's having questions. When you do send them a message, because I know a lot of people get lost at this. I know I did anyways, and still some days I'm like, don't give them too much information. Message them, hey, thanks so much for liking my post. Are you interested? That's all you have to say. And then they're going to be like, yeah, da-da-da. And then you can ask them, well, what are your goals? And like the girl I just talked to today, I need to lose 50 pounds. And I'm like, oh, that's awesome. We can do that. And have you ever heard of the 21-day fix? No. So I just basically tell her it's a program. It's 21 days. I don't even get into everything that goes with it until we get more into our conversation. You always want to start with a compliment and then end with a question. So be asking them lots and lots of questions.
Okay.
So, how much weight do you want to lose? Are you active now? Do you exercise now? Do you struggle more with nutrition or fitness? Usually in those questions, you're going to find out a lot about them, and then you're already building a relationship with them. It's going to be easier to talk to them. Anybody have anything to add to that?
Randy, can you
Insert hash or select payment type.
Nobody does?
Randy, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I have a lot of hits, but I'm losing it. Like, when we get to the question part. So is it because of what I'm saying? Is it because I'm sending videos to
Transaction.
Is it when they ask you a question? Is that what you said?
Yeah, because a lot of these people I have known for quite a while, and
so it's people that you've known for a long time.
yeah, and so and I'm comfortable. They've seen me heavier, and they've seen the change already. So they want to know what I'm doing. I send them the videos, and then I hear nothing, like cricket.
After you send the video, do you say, this is what I do every time I send a video. I say, hey, do you have time to watch a really short video? And they'll say yes or no, whatever. Yeah. Or they might say, I can tomorrow or whatever. And say they say, yes, I can watch it right now. And say, okay, so you can watch this video right now if I send it. This means her. And they'll say, yeah. And then say, okay, awesome. I'm going to send you this video. And then in 5 more minutes, I'm going to send you a message and tell me what you liked about the video.
Okay.
Because if you leave them hanging, let's be honest, we're all busy.
Right.
Moms, work, whatever. Sometimes, be honest, the kids start screaming, and it happens to all of us. Somebody sends you a video, and you're like, I'll watch it later. And guess what? You forget.
Right.
And so that's what's going to happen. But if you make an appointment, kind of like, okay, so you're going to watch this now. I'm going to send you a message in 5 minutes, and then you tell me what you liked about the video.
Okay.
And don't ask the question like, what did you not like? Or what are your concerns? Or everything needs to be positive, because we believe in so much what we do. So what did you like about the video? Don't let them dare put anything, because everybody will say something negative about, oh, Shakeology is too expensive, or the workout seems this, or, oh, if they have a chance, they're going to find something negative because money is involved.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Did that answer your question?
Yeah. So I have to just pinpoint them and say 5 minutes.
Yeah.
That's it.
And if they say, you know what, I have meetings all day today, I can't watch it until 8 o'clock tomorrow night and say, oh, that's great. Can I message you at 9 o'clock tomorrow evening? Would you have watched it then?
Okay.
And then if they say, yeah, you can message me, write that in your appointment book so you don't forget, and then message them at 9 o'clock. So just always make sure it's an appointment. Never just send a video and say, get with me when you can, or get with me when you're done. Because more likely they won't.
Okay.
Because they don't see the value in it yet like we do.
Okay.
So just make sure that you set an appointment for when you have to follow back up with them.
Okay.
And that has helped me where people have to get back with me.
Okay. Okay. Very helpful. Very
I hope
helpful.
that helps.
Very helpful.
Can somebody take a picture? Because my son took my phone of our Zoom, because we got a lot of people on tonight. It's awesome. Anybody else have any more questions? Because I know that's where a lot of people get stuck, is the messaging. Just always make sure you end with a question. Never leave anything hanging. Say, okay, get back with me when you feel like it, or when you're ready. Don't do that. Like the video thing, make sure you make an appointment, that they have to get, or you have to get back with them because you set an appointment. And that is in the book GoPro, and it is so awesome. I love that book, GoPro. And he talks a lot about that too. When you have when you're talking to people,
Mom.
you don't want to, like the getting started calls and stuff. You don't want to keep things long and drawn out. And that's why I'm even kind of weird about getting person to person anymore and doing like somebody wanted to meet me before they sign up. I don't even really do that much because you just get into so much stuff that you don't even need to get into. And then they're just like, oh my gosh, they're just overwhelmed. Always make sure that there's a cutoff time. And if you're like me, I talk a lot, I will make sure, like I said, do a Zoom or, call them before I have to go leave for another Zoom, or call them before I have to leave for my kid's baseball game or something like that, where there has to be a cutoff time. Because then you get to what you really got to get to also. I hope that makes sense. Those are things that have really helped me a lot in the last 6 months. Is having timed, coaching, meetings, and even with customers and things like that. If you feel like the messages are going too long, say, I gotta go work out.